Khary's Kitchen, powered by Food Hall, Grocery Made Greater, Ibis, a tradition of excellence, Caribbean flavors. In the heart of every kitchen, Lotus, the confidence to create, Correga Garden Supplies, Good and Natural, Indie, Spice Up Your Life, distributed by Edward B.B. Harry, Champion, Always a Winner, distributed by Edward B.B. Harry, Lion, the power behind our great taste traditions, Excellence Stores Limited, Live, Create, Do.
So we're back at Food Hall again to grab some ingredients because you know what time it is. Time to cook. So today my main ingredient is beef because I'm going to whip something up that's not so diet friendly, but you know what? Diet nothing. I'm here in the Food Hall at Piaku Plaza. I'm going to find everything I need. So I know I said beef was the main ingredient, but I'm using beef two ways this time around. I think I'll just take both of them. So we're going to kick things off with Feed the Fam, and we're going to have an epic cheat meal. Loaded fries with ground beef. But if you don't like beef, you could do fried chicken on the side and it'll be just as delicious. So let's get started. I have some potatoes over here. None other than Lotus brand soybean oil. And there's nothing quite like making your own fries at home. You get that fresh fries and that crispness, and you know exactly what's going in your food as well. So you don't have to worry about ingredients you can't pronounce. And that should be enough. So we're gonna heat this up on medium high. I've cut my potatoes already, so once that is hot enough, I'll throw in a tester, see if it sizzles, and then we'll go in a full batch. So while we wait for the oil to heat up, let's get busy on something else. I'm gonna make some buttermilk because today it's about options. And as we said, we could do some fried chicken if you're not a beef person. So we start off with some milk. And to that milk, we're gonna add some acid, in this case, some lime juice. And this is a simple and easy way to make buttermilk. And I added just about a tablespoon. From there, you wanna whisk that. And what happens is that the acid reacts with the fat in the milk and creates a thicker consistency and a thicker texture that coats your chicken a lot better. So while this sits, let's get the spices going into this because we are building on that flavor. So we have bold flavors, mustard powder, oregano, basil. This could wait. And this takes center stage. So some mustard powder, you want just about a teaspoon and a half. Basil and oregano. Let's go in the cupboard here because we have a few to get. Garlic powder, paprika, chili, and my hand's full already, but black pepper as well, and of course some salt. We have the full lineup. So we start off with some chili. Next up is garlic powder. Smoked paprika goes next. We line up as well, black pepper, basis of flavor. But too much black pepper could actually have some heat behind it as well. And of course, salt. We're gonna give this a nice whisk to incorporate all these spices. When your chicken marinates in this, you cannot help but to taste good. So this is good to go. Grab me my chicken thighs. and right in it goes. And this could marinate, again, you could marinate this overnight, you can marinate it for 1 hour, but the longer you leave it, the better it is, the more flavor you have. So pack it in, and you want to ensure that it is submersed in your marinade. We're going to double up again, and we're going to do some garlic sauce. So this could go off to the side. And here we have the garlic waiting, and we have the mayonnaise waiting. We have salt and seasonings here already. Start off with some salt, pink Himalayan, generous pinch, some black pepper again. I like to do garlic 2 ways in my garlic sauce. Dried garlic, or garlic powder, let's say roughly 1 tablespoon, and fresh garlic for that fresh and pungent flavor we know and love garlic sauce to have. And of course we need an acid in here, so let me go find a lime and check on my oil. So this is almost done, just an acid. But in the meantime, let me drop a tester in this oil. And it's about ready to go. So here's what. Let me get a batch of fries going because time is precious. When you hear that sizzle, that's when you know the oil is hot enough. Also, don't overcrowd your pan or your pot because that'll bring down the temperature too much and then you'll end up with soggy fries, and we don't want that. Nobody likes soggy fries. So we leave that for a second. Let me go find a lime. So I have my lime. Give it a roll. This actually helps to get the juices going. So when you cut, half the work is done. Now I'll just use a little hand strainer. I washed my hands before, but I don't want any seeds in here whatsoever. Taking a peek at these fries, and I see some golden brown happening on the edges, so I need to give it a quick turn. So, lime is in, seeds in the bin. Quick turn on my fries. Things looking good so far. I don't want oil to go everywhere, so in a second, let me just grab a bowl, but first, finish this garlic sauce. So we have dried garlic, fresh lime. So this sauce cannot help but to taste good, it must. Taste test? Pass the test. Let me get a pan going to get this saute going for my loaded fries. So we're doubling up on the lotus today. Just a splash. It's a saute, so you don't need too much oil in this case. There we go. And look at that. That's what you're looking for. This is fries to eat right now. This is not fries to save for later. All right. And as I said, as it comes out, a little salt sprinkle. This oil must be hot enough by now, so let's get this saute going. This saute is simple. We'll start with onions. Steaming hot pan, there we go. Spatula would be helpful. And I want to be careful with these pans for the non-stick surface. You know, if you use metal in non-stick pans, it's not good for them. Well, these Berlinger House pans are really, really good. I don't want to even risk damaging them. A pinch of salt at this point brings out the moisture in the onions. We don't want too much color because we're not caramelizing them. We just want them lightly sauteed. Now it's time to add the sweet peppers. Generous handful there. So these still have a little bite to them. I don't want them to be soft, but just a little more tender. At this point, I'll add my pimentos for that bright flavor. Tiny pinch of salt again for the sake of the pimentos. And we'll go with a little Caribbean flavors black pepper, just a slight sprinkle. So we have our dredging flour ready, and this has all the same spices that we marinated the chicken with. So now the oil is hot, chicken is ready, dredging flour is ready. So time to grab some tongs, dredge our chicken thighs. And we got these at Food Hall. We'll bring the bowl to the oil so we don't drop excess flour everywhere. And we can just get going with that. I have a little issue. When I get loaded fries in certain places, everything is just on top of the fries and then below the fries, dry. I don't like that. So let me try it a different way. So the same vegetables that we did, gonna get that going, some of it. Because I want flavor to be throughout the fries. I want flavor to be, and the texture and cheese and everything, all the way through. So we're just gonna heat this up a little bit. Start to get that cheese melting. And with the heat we push in here, it started already. And what we want is to have the fries marry with all the flavors happening here and get the cheese going through. And then we'll top that with some ground beef. And if you're not a ground beef person, guess what? We could just do regular loaded fries and you could have your fried chicken on the side. So I'm hearing that sizzle, cheese is melting. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna toss everything together. So we're doing two versions today. Let's build some height. We're going back in for the second batch. And this one wouldn't have the ground beef on top. Now that looks like a plate I want to eat. But I can't forget, extra beef going on this one. If you're a beef person, well, today is your day. If you're a chicken person, well, today's your day too. One piece, two piece, why not? And then finally, we finish with that garlic sauce that we made fresh for both of them. And some generous dollops. So you could mix it all in on your plate. Who said binging on a budget had to be boring? Look at these two options, and they are very affordable. So we're going to take a short break, and while that's happening, I'm going to dig in. Well, you know you don't normally see me in an apron, but we have company today. So I had to make things look official. So I haven't seen this friend in a long time. Chef Manny, who is now the executive chef of Food Hall. Evening, partner?
Good, good. Nice to see you. Been a while.
Been a while, brother. Well, like what, 15, 16 years?
Yeah, don't let them know my age.
Right, my age too. So today for Chef School, we are going to teach the proper way to braise. And Manny, you see that piece of beef there?
Yeah.
We're going to break it down. First thing,
you gotta break it down. So we have a nice piece of cloth here today. So we're gonna break it down here.
And the thing is, right? What is braising exactly? People might want to know.
So braising is a technique of using dry heat and wet heat as well. So we just break down the steak here. So we want to do next is to season it. So we're gonna start by seasoning it with a little bit of salt and pepper. So you want to get a decent amount. You see the size of the meat that we have here.
Right.
So you want to get a decent amount of salt and pepper inside of it. Yeah.
But we have a nice piece of beef here from Food Hall. Yeah. And you're the executive chef there?
Yeah.
You know, like
I do good.
Yeah, very good, very good.
I must say, your knife is very sharp.
Well, let me tell you, that's a Berlinger house knife, and just like my pots and pans as well. You know, I have a little bit of a penchant for that brand.
So we're gonna start by adding a little oil to the pot.
Oh yeah, and that pan is screaming hot.
Screaming hot.
And this is what we're going to do here. It has a technical name. What is that?
This is basically searing. So we will just sear a piece of the meat here just to kind of build some flavor inside.
Right.
So we want to sear all sides of the meat to seal in some of the flavors, and then after that we will add it into our stock pot with some of our seasonings.
Well, you're the guest, so I can't have you doing everything. So let me jump in here and get the next part started while you continue to sear on this side.
On this side.
Right? And same deal, building flavor. So I'll start off with the aromatics on this side. Going with some oil.
It's a nice pot.
Again, Berlinger house, that's my preferred brand. You know, I'll let this heat up for a little bit before I go to the next side. But in goes carrots, onions, some garlic will go there as well, and I'll come back with the tomato paste.
Simple ingredients, but builds flavor.
Garlic goes in.
You can start by adding this into your pot.
Yep. And while I do that, I'll add some tomato paste. You're hearing that sizzle?
Nice. I can add this into the pot here for you.
Once that is in, all the other flavoring ingredients, and finally our liquid will go in. Thyme and rosemary.
That adds some nice aromatics. Build some flavor.
And in goes that brown stock, that beef stock.
So if you notice as well,
Worcestershire sauce.
nice Worcestershire sauce, that the liquid is almost 1/3. So you don't want to cover it directly so it boils. So you want to keep that temperature as well to the lowest that your stove could have. So it should be like about 195 degrees or so.
Something like that, yeah.
So you don't want to boil it, because if you start to boil it, what will happen is the meat itself will start to get tough. You really want the cooking process to take its time for the collagen in the meat to break down and get nice and juicy.
Yeah, that's right, and we can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong.
Low and slow, we can't go wrong. This will take, in real time for pieces like this, maybe 3-4 hours. So, you know, just leave it nice and slow. Go and do something else in the meantime.
Clean up the kitchen.
And the next time you see us, we're going to be doing chef top. We're going to be using our tender braised beef to make the ultimate braised beef sandwich. All right, so the beef is braising, and in the meantime, we're going to tackle the burger buns. So the first thing I'm going to grab is some flour. And you could help me out with grabbing some other things too.
Sure.
So I'm using Ibis all-purpose today. I'm also going to need some salt, and we have some pink Himalayan salt from Caribbean Flavours.
Nice.
And if you could grab for me some yeast, some sugar, oil, and 1 egg.
1 egg.
Please and thanks.
Sure. So I'll set aside some of the items he asked for.
There we go.
Ingredients.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to start the fermentation going. So some warm water, yeast, and sugar right on time. Thanks, chef.
No, the yeast love the sugar.
Of course, best friends.
I have a spoon here for you.
Thanks. So let's go in here. This will take about 5 minutes for the yeast to start reacting with the sugar and feeding. So leave that for the while. In the meantime, I'll start measuring out some flour. So I need 3.5 cups of the Ibis all-purpose flour. I'm eyeballing it, but I have a measuring cup right in front of me here, so I should measure. This is 1 cup and A little bit.
A little bit.
Any extra I could use as dusting flour.
Correct.
Yeah, let me level this off. Just about right. As 2.5. 3.5. And I'll just keep some on the side for dusting if needed.
Take off for you.
Thank you. So while this is happening, one egg will happen over here in a little bit. Already whisked, so we're waiting for that to foam up. And once it does, we'll add dry into wet.
Into wet.
Yeah. I think I could actually just go with the salt in the flour one time. And you know, salt and yeast don't really mix. Yeah. So I'll add it into the flour so that no part of the yeast would really get too much salt at one point in time, because I'll kill the yeast. All right, so the yeast is fermented. We see the foaming happening on top here. So the next step, we're gonna add these beaten eggs.
Nice.
A little mix. Thank you. And then goes the salt and flour. And of course, it's Ibis all-purpose.
I feel I'll get my hand dirty today.
All right, well, all right. It'd be rude of me to refuse, you know? So thanks. All right, so while you're needing that there, next stage is to really work the dough and form the
gluten.
gluten.
Follow gluten.
Yeah, so you'll get on the work surface in a little bit. Once you go there, it's time for it to proof. Actually, time for it to proof. We're gonna divide it into 8 buns. From there, we let that proof. We're gonna hit it with a little egg wash, sesame seeds on top, because you know it's proper burger buns. And from then on, it's just to get all the other pieces going. Right, just form in your bowl there, and then it's to divide that.
So much pieces we going for this recipe?
Yeah, I think. So I was thinking 8 here, but let's do some bigger buns. So let's go with 6.
6?
Yeah. We're good to go. While you do that, let me jump on the next side. I'll start helping you roll out.
Yeah, start a shaft.
Oh, we double handing it today. All right.
I think I still have it. Baking pan for you by the time.
Yeah, I have a nice red one over there. We're good friends at Excellent Stores.
Now bring your sesame seeds over for you.
All right.
So what you'll use a bit later.
We're gonna give them enough room that they'll have space for when they proof and expand in volume. Now that all our buns in the pan, we'll let this do its thing and we'll handle everything else. Take a break and come back. And you had the big responsibility of sauteing these things because we're building the ultimate braised beef sandwich.
Of course.
Because diet nothing. We're not on no diet today.
No diet today.
You know, so while you're doing that, I'm gonna pull the beef because it is ready.
Sure.
Nice and tender. If there were bones, they would be falling off the bone. So while you're handling that,
smells awesome.
All right, great, really great. Wow, okay, it's hard to even pick up. Is that tender? All right, well, let me just take it easy. So you're going in with some
oil in the pot. Get like a nice medium heat.
Nice.
And then I will start. I can actually saute the peppers and onions together, and the mushroom separate.
Yeah, I must say though, Manny. See this beef from Food Hall?
It's lovely.
Yeah, look, I could barely even pick the thing up. It's that tender. I mean, yes, we know the technique and we braised it well and whatever, but it's quality meat.
Quality.
Quality.
Even the vegetables.
Yeah, they produce like, look at that avocado over there, next to you there.
So now we add the mushrooms in. I'll just season with a little salt because we don't want to over season. We want to have the nice aromatics of the full beef.
Oh yeah, and trust me, if I could share this smell with the viewers. I think we can go into business together, you know.
Of course.
I think so.
Every Friday.
Every Friday, yeah. I can't wait for plating time. 'Cause I don't know about you, but I could eat.
I feel I'll eat too. Two.
Two. So yeah, we're going to flavor town here. You know, the sweetness of the peppers, the
Earthiness of the mushroom.
Yeah, that's right. The pungency of the onions. And some smooth avocado, some cheese. On a homemade bun? What else you want? And these buns are just perfect.
Try to get us some food, what?
I see what you're doing there. But remember, I went hotel school too.
All right. Fair.
Yeah, I mean,
15 years in the
come
industry
on.
plus.
All right, brother, so we have everything ready. So you know what time it is?
Eating time.
Yeah, but we have to assemble first.
Of course.
All right, so you handle yours. I will make mine how I like mine. So go ahead.
Sure.
You're not bashful here?
No. I like to start with my meat.
Yeah, same. I'll wait for you. You're my guest, you know, so you go first.
So I guess I can take extra then.
Yeah, you work hard. You earn it.
So I'll put this over to you.
All right, well, I see you are still bashful, so let me show you how I do mine.
Remember I said eating too, huh?
Ah, okay. All right, well, I eat in 2 in 1. I wasn't joking when I said the ultimate braised beef sandwich. All right, being a little copycat here. I think I'll actually go with the cheese next.
Do the cheese. I like my extra veggies.
As I said, diet nothing. Diet, I go in heavy.
Take you up an hour for the cheese. I actually like to put the cheese on my
On the bun and
bun
toast it.
and toast it.
Yeah. Okay, on that one.
Can you eat this whole avocado or I leave here?
You make up now. You do what you want to do, right? You are the guest on the show today. You're my guest, and I haven't seen you in a long time.
I'll leave one for you.
You leave one.
I'll leave one for you.
All right. Yeah, good partner. I'll go a little more easy on the avocado on this one. I love the creaminess. I love the thing. A little balance. Yeah, well, somebody like avocado more than somebody else. Take one more slice there. And we bad. So this season we fed the farm, we mastered techniques in chef school, and we chefed up everyday ingredients. So Chef Manny, I want to thank you for coming through and cooking with me
My
today.
pleasure, my brother.
It's been
Anytime.
a long time.
Long time.
Yeah, definitely. I want to thank the viewers and our sponsors, especially for supporting us for this entire season, where every meal told a story and every dish had a heart. And remember, you don't have to be a chef to cook like one. See you next season in Khary's Kitchen. Manny, let's eat now, boy.
Of course.
Yeah.
We'll move this so we can dig in.
Yeah, damage happening here.
So who got to go first? Me?
You play slow now.
I'll come in for seconds, huh?
Master technique and chefs. I'm a chef of everyday ingredients. Is it rough to be a chef?
Just joking.
Khary's Kitchen, powered by Food Hall, grocery made greater. Ibis, a tradition of excellence. Caribbean flavors. In the heart of every kitchen. Lotus, the confidence to create. Correga Garden Supplies, good and natural. Indie, Spice up your life, distributed by Edward B.B. Harry. Champion, always a winner, distributed by Edward B.B. Harry. Lion, the power behind our great taste traditions. Excellence Stores Limited. Live, create, do.